Hello everyone, we meet again with me in Q&A show. Our topic today is value chain analysis. For your information, we have invited two guests to join us from popular industry which is McDonald's to tell us about their VCA. But before that, I would like to talk a little bit about VCA. Basically, VCA is oriented by Michael Porter. This is a way for the business to analyze the activity they perform to create a product. Value chain analysis help a company to understand how it adds value to something and subsequently how it sells its product or service for more than the cost of adding the value. The objective of this analysis is to identify 3 stages of the VCA where the firm can increase the value of customer and to evaluate primary and supporting activity function. Next, the purpose of DVCA is to increase production effectively so the company can deliver maximum value. It also helps to boost profit and stay out for non-profit zone to ensure the production mechanisms are seamless and effectively. This analysis has been applied in the various fields. For today's show, we will discuss 3 elements through value chain analysis. The first one, what and how to evaluate primary and secondary business function and identify ways to improve efficiency and increase value and stand out from the competitor. Second, how it helps uncover competitive advantage over rival business and gaining a competitive advantage that help to boost company profit and attract new customer. Last, how this value chain analysis implement effectively to examine the interaction on McDonald's industry. So, here we have invited 2 guests. I would like to ask Mr. Shah to explain more what is the value chain analysis.
Thank you to Miss Asu. Okay, when we talk about value chain analysis, we will always have type of value chain analysis, or we call VCA. There's a primary and supporting activity that including in VCA. The first primary activity is about analyze the whole process from receiving the raw material until the product are being delivered. Is to ensure the product add value to the customer. They consist of firstly inbound logistic, operation, outbound logistic, marketing, and sale and services. Okay, each of the primary activity is linked to secondary, which help to improve the efficiency of the organization. So we will go to the first primary activity is inbound logistic. Okay, in inbound logistic, including the receiving, warehouse, inventory control of the company raw material, it depends on the nature of the business also. This also cover our relationship with the supplier. For example, the company will receive and store the product they are planning to sell. Okay, if you take an example of the existing company in the industry, for example, we take McDonald's inbound logistic. McDonald's purchase raw material or raw vegetable and other raw material from a predefined supplier. Okay, if you want to know, McDonald's have practiced backward vertical integration by replacing most of its supplier because McDonald's want to reduce costs and to ensure the product that have been offered are the top quality. But if you think how this work, firstly, McDonald's farm its own some of raw materials such as beef and milk. So it can reduce cost of materials in everything that can be obtained from the farm and the plantation. McDonald's does not have to purchase from its supplier. But it does not mean that McDonald's cannot buy anything from its supplier. Okay, for example, in Malaysia, all the chicken that been used by the McDonald's is supplied by Dinding. Is one of the top company in Malaysia that supply the chicken. And also White Lai Resource Berhad, that both company get halal certificate from the JAKIM. Other than that, Dinding and White Lai also share McDonald's strict animal health and welfare standard. Okay, that's all about the inbound logistic. Okay, next we move to the operation. Operation is included procedure from converting raw material into finished product or service. This include charging all input to ready them as output. For example, adding label or packaging several product as bundle to add value to the product. McDonald's had invested a fast food operation system different from other that use a skilled cook to make food quickly. Okay, McDonald's chose the design of the restaurant kitchen to faster the cooking time, which the chef can cook many food in one time instead of hiring a skilled chef who can cook faster. Okay, McDonald's kitchen had firstly a very large grill where one person cook lot of burger. Second, a station where people add some condimental to every burger. And third, a fryer where one person can make french fries. And fourth, a soda fountain and milkshake machine for dessert and beverage. So we can see that operation in McDonald's is very efficient. Okay, next we go to the outbound logistic. All activity to distribute a final product to a customer are considered outbound logistic. This include delivery of the product storage and distribution system and can be external or internal. Okay, for McDonald's, the company is committed to provide a high quality food and superior services at a great value in clean and welcome environment to the customer. For example, McDonald's has worked with their employees, franchise, and supplier to serve a balanced array of food choice and provide the nutrition information needed for customer to make the best decision. Okay, how McDonald's serve you if you think? Firstly, the format that used by the McDonald's restaurant are sit-down restaurant, drive-through, counter service outlet in food court, and sky-through. Okay, McDonald's is credited with the invention of drive-through and sky-through format of food delivery. Okay, hence this format is available only in few location. These are for the sky through. For example, a popular Swedish sky resort of Lindvallen, I think. So this is a great strategy for the country that have a winter season. Thank you. I think for the next primary activity, I will ask Mr. Hafizi to continue.
Okay, okay, Mr. Shah. I will continue the explanation. The next primary activity is marketing and sales. Marketing and sales is a strategy to enhance visibility and target appropriate customers such as advertising, promotion, and pricing. All of these activities can help for convincing the consumer to purchase a company's product or service. For example, McDonald's offer discount coupon and free buys for certain product and the product bundles, which the way there is a way of attracting more consumer. Okay, we move to the last primary activity, which is service. Which is service. What is service? Service is after sales activity, which to maintain product and enhance consumer experience. Such as customer service, maintenance, repair, refund, and exchange once the product has been purchased. McDonald's has brought an innovation which introducing the play place and parties, so the customer can bring their kids and just let them play in the play place while they can enjoy the food on their table. The example, the free Wi-Fi. Customer can access a Wi-Fi by using their own smartphone or laptop. So it can make a customer enjoy it at McDonald's because they can use our Wi-Fi for free to do their own work or check their email and connect with their friends. Okay, now we move to supporting activity, which known as supporting secondary activity. The secondary activity go across the primary activities and aim to coordinate and support their function as best as possible. The support activities can be divided into procurement, technology development, which is R&D, human resource management, and firm infrastructure. The first support activity is procurement. Procurement refers to the function of purchasing input used in the firm. Purchased input include raw material, supplies, and other consumable items, as well as assets such as machinery, laboratory equipment, office equipment, and buildings. For second segment, for the second secondary activities, which R&D. Every value activity embodies technology, which is R&D. The area of technology used in most companies is very broad. Technology development activities can be grouped into effort to improve the product and the process. Example effort to improve the product by technology. For example, the MACD optimize their menu. The technology development required as MACD need to do the research and development to give a good nutrition for their customer. For the example, effort to improve the process by technology, the modernizing the customer experience. As I said just now, introducing the play place and practice. These activities required MACD to this activity required McDonald's to use technology development to enhance the experience and give the safety to their customers to use their equipment. For the third secondary activities with human resource management. Human resource management activities include recruiting, selecting, training, and rewarding employees. In McDonald's situation, McDonald's offer rewards and benefits that fit with all employees' lifestyle, whether they are part-timer or trainee or even permanent employee can get the benefit and the reward. Okay, for the last secondary activity, the firm infrastructure. Firm infrastructure denotes a range of activities such as accounting, legal, administrative, and general management. The company can control the infrastructure activities to strengthen the competitive advantage in the market. For example, McDonald's infrastructure is modern and sophisticated. McDonald's use advanced technology while practicing the environmental stewardship. Due to that, McDonald's have received gold certificates from leadership in energy and environmental design, which we know as LEED. Okay, thank you.
Oh, this is Miss A. Then, would you like to share how this analysis turned into competitive advantage?
Oh, okay. Thanks to Ms. Faya. It's a good question. Basically, there are generic strategy that being presented by Michael Porter. The generic strategy can help companies to achieve above average performance in an industry. There are three generic strategies for achieving the competitive advantage, which are cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. Okay, now we go further for cost leadership. In cost leadership, the main talk is how to make the product become cheaper, and also we can also say how can we sell to the customer with affordable price without ignoring our profit. Okay, now we go to how company can achieve the cost leadership. There are five steps that I think almost of all companies use it to achieve it. Okay, for the first step, identify the firm primary and support activity. The second step, establish the relative importance of each activity in the total cost of the product. The third step, identify cost driver for each activity. The fourth step, identify links between activities, and the lastly, identify opportunities for reducing costs. Okay, a firm can attain an overall cost leadership strategy in primary and support activity. Let me explain in McDonald's situation how the primary and support activity can help them. Uh, for McDonald's, the, their primary generic strategy is cost leadership. McDonald's offer products that are relatively cheaper compared to other companies. How can McDonald's minimize their cost? One of their effort, McDonald's using e-procurement system to buy the raw materials in bulk. This system allows McDonald's to buy needed and communicate with the supplier through the network. This system also allows business owner to purchase product and materials at a reducing rate. Eventually, the reducing rate can make the cost become reduced. That's why McDonald's can offer cheaper price to their customer, since McDonald's can get the raw material at the cheaper price. Okay. Next, I would like to let Mr. Shahir to continue explain. Okay, Mr. Shahir.
Thank you to Mr. Fiji. Okay, for the second one is I will explain about the differentiation. Differentiation is strategy consists of making differences, or we make a difference between our company to the competitor by creating something that is unique and valued by the customer. They have, I think, a three step to gain a differentiation advantage. First one, identify the customer value creating activity. Second one, evaluate the differentiation strategy for improving customer value. And the third one, identify the best suitable differentiation. Okay, when we relate the competitive advantage in the scope of differentiation in the VCA, we must aware the primary and supporting activity in the company or the firm. Okay, a firm must be different in their primary and supporting activity as compared to their competitor. It's important to note that a value chain is more than a collection of independent activity, because both primary and supporting activity make up internal link system. Okay, next I will show you how a value chain analysis can attain competitive advantage. Okay, if you can see in the slide, you can see I have made a table for you. The first one is primary activity, inbound logistic. The company must have a quick transfer of input to the manufacturing process. Okay, for the operation, low defect rate to improve quality. For the outbound logistic, accurate and response order processing. For marketing and sale, fostering personal relationship with the key customer. And for the services, complete inventory of replacement part and suppliers. So for supporting activity, you must think that the company must have a supporting activity that can attain a competitive advantage. For the supporting activity, the first one is firm infrastructure that must have a superior MIS, or we call management internal system, to integrate value creating activity to improve the quality. Okay, for the human resource management, provision of training and incentive to ensure a strong customer service orientation. Okay, for technology development, excellent application of engineering support. And lastly, for the procurement, use of most prestigious outlet. Okay, enough with the value chains can attain competitive advantage. Now, We focus on the real situation that happened in the industry or the company. Okay, for example, we take the same company as Mr. Hafizi with McDonald or McD, how they gain competitive advantage through broad differentiation as supporting generic strategy, because the main generic strategy for the McDonald is overall cost leadership. Okay, firstly, you can say that McDonald always open a restaurant with any knowledge of the local culture and taste of the location that he operate. For example, if we look into our country Malaysia, we can say that McDonald always come out with new product that suit our culture and religion, such as product that been offered by the McDonald is halal product, because in Malaysia, majority of the Malaysian is a Muslim. Thus, McDonald's should follow this requirement to keep sustained in the Malaysian market. We can say this method is intelligent distribution, because it's help in providing people with the kind of product they deserve or what they want. Okay, nevertheless, McDonald's does not change its basic product range of any country, such as in every McDonald's we have Big Mac and French fries, but McDonald's try to introduce certain change in their secondary product in order to make them suitable for local taste, such as nasi lemak that been offered in the Malaysian market only. And I think it's the first fast food offer this product. After that, I think Mary Brown also offer this nasi lemak. Okay, lastly we go to the McDonald also use product development as its support to competitive advantage through intensive strategy for growth. Okay, how this intensive strategy works? Okay, firstly, McDonald have developed new product over time, such as new McCafe product. This strategy is to capture or attract more customer by attracting them to the new product. So we can say that this intensive growth strategy agree with McDonald broad differentiation, generic strategy in terms of new product that made the company different from their competitor. I think that's all for the differentiation. Thank you. Sorry, Miss Sue, I think you mute your mic.
Sorry. Thank you for a good explanation. Next, we will have commercial break.
What is a value chain? Value chain is a string of collaborating players who work together to satisfy market demand for specific product or service. The intent of a value chain is to increase the value of a product or service. The value chain integrates a variety of supply chain activities through the product or service life cycle, such as determination of customer needs, production, distribution, marketing, and after-sales service. What is a value chain analysis? Value chain analysis focuses on system and how inputs are changed into output. It describes a change of activities that are common to all business and divide them into two types activities: primary activities and support activities. Primary activities, they are related to the physical creation, sale, maintenance, and support of the product or service. They consist of inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, marketing, and sale and service. Inbound logistics are the process related to receiving, storing, and distribute input. Operation are the activities that change input into output. Here, operational system create value. Outbound logistics are the activities that deliver your product or service to your customer. Marketing and sales are the process you use to persuade clients to purchase from you instead of your competitors. Service are the activities related to after-sales service. Support activities, they support the primary activities. Each support activity plays a role in each primary activity. For example, procurement support operation with certain activities, but it also supports marketing and sales with other activities. Support activities are procurement or purchasing, human resource management, technological development, and infrastructure. Procurement is what the organization does to get the resources it needs to operate. This includes finding vendor and negotiating best price. Human resource management is how well company recruit, train, motivate, and reward its workers. The technological development activities relate to managing and processing information. An infrastructure is a company support system and the function that allow it to maintain daily operation. For example, accounting, legal, administrative, and general management.
Welcome back to our show. Now, we got a call from outside the studio. Okay, here we have Mr. Amir. Hello, Mr. Amir. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Alright, Mr. Amir. What is the question that you want to ask to our guest, Mr. Hafizi?
Actually, I want to ask what is the advantage and disadvantage of value chain analysis?
Okay, thanks for the question. It's a good question. The advantage and disadvantage of this strategy. Basically, there is a lot of benefit from value chain analysis. One of it is it can create a low cost advantage. This strategy allows the company to determine which value creating activities are profitable and which are not. This allows for cost improvement strategies to be implemented at the same time, not lowering customer value. Then the company will be able to pinpoint areas where raw material, distribution network, or creative process technology are available at a lower cost. If we talk about strategy, it always have some drawbacks. One of the drawbacks of this strategy, which is value chain analysis, it's only limited to manufacturing business unit. Value chain analysis was found suitable only for the manufacturing and production industry, and less appropriate for other business organization. Nowadays, the business organization is changed toward digital business, and not many left in industry for manufacturing activities. Some businesses organization only takes the end product from the manufacturing and change their brand name into the product. This concept was introduced in 1985 when things were very different from the present days in the digital scenario. Okay, Mr. Syed, do you want to add up some explanation?
Thank you to Mr. Hafizi. I think I just want to add 1 or 2 points related to the advantage. Okay, I think lastly, the company also can improve their relationship with the customer. So this is for the advantage of value chain analysis. Can improve their relationship with the customer. The company can strengthen its relationship with the customer by continue to communicate with consumer in order to understand more about what the consumer require. In terms of the product that the company provide, then the company will produce the better and improved product or services to the market based on the information they get. I think that's all that I want to add on. Thank you.
Oh, now I understand what the pro and con of value chain analysis. Thank you. Thank you to both of you for a good explanation. I was inspired me to want to handle the business and implement this in the future. Thank you to both of you willing to be here today for sharing an interesting and valuable information to us today. So, here I would like to conclude that VCA is an essential process that help a company concentrate on value creating marketing and eliminate wasteful to enforce value proposition as well bring more benefit to organization. Just now, we have heard from industry McDonald's have successfully applied for their operation. They have demand derived and forecast pushed to make their supply efficiency and more economical. It lead to increase in profit and enhance brand reputation in their companies. Thank you from us. See you in the next episode, which is in Seminar 2. Bye-bye.